join the cheer. Hiker Brewing is where we chat, 'cause it's where good beers are at. Support it out and
Pour out
listen
the beer. What are you drinking there, mate?
I am drinking King Tide Brewing from Coffs Harbour, Old News, a New World Pilsner.
Nice.
So they brewed it for, I was just reading the can before, just the 35th annual Rotary Cartoon Awards. So there you go. So
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, we'd love to be able to draw. So, but
Yeah.
no, the label's pretty cool. So lots of politicians from Bob Hawke and Johnny Howard and Kevin Rudd and Julia Gillard, all the prime ministers
Doing a bit of a ballerina dance there.
So all the so
Yeah,
anyway, so
it's pretty cool. I'm drinking the King Tide Leap Day Hazy IPA, which have a smell of that, mate. Have a go.
no, that's all right.
Yeah. So the mysterious Leap Day, 29th of February, in Ireland. The gals propose to the gents. In Russia, the weather is unpredictable, and in Scotland, the crops go bad.
Oh.
At King Tide, we release a thick and juicy hazy IPA loaded with Mosaic, Sabro, and Nelson.
Yeah, you can taste the Sabro.
Yeah. So nice. Yeah, that's another cool can design
Yeah,
too.
no, they've done well. I
Yeah.
haven't had any of theirs beer before, but yeah, really, and they're good 500ml cans. So
Yeah.
up in the ante, it's the Space Wars.
That's
like
right.
The cans, 330, 375,
Yep.
440, now 500. So
Mate, I can recommend the brewery too. It was a great experience going there on our trip down
Yep.
that we went there. That was on our second last day before we started coming back. So we went and spent the day walking along the Broadwater, Joel and I, checking out the ocean, and then we went to King Tide, and
is that where you proposed on the leap year? No?
Joel did.
Oh, Joel did.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
wanted. You could tell he wanted it, but I
Yeah.
was like, no, mate.
There's a plane. There's a plane.
That's
Oh, sorry, Joel.
Love you, mate.
Yeah.
All right, mate, before we jump too far into it, shout out to our sponsors, as always. Bintani, Craft Punks Canning, Convoy Kegs, Rullings Labels and Stickers, and of course...
Hiker Brewing Concern.
Okay, there you go, yeah, you caught me on it.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yes.
So I got to get back into the groove of that. So
Yep. Yeah, I just like it, it's just that
yeah,
difference.
it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I must admit we did steal it from Big Shed. Like Big Shed was Big Shed
Pretty sure I'd
Concern.
heard it before, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but then they've dropped it and just do Co now because
Yep.
caused a lot of confusion. So
Yep.
but I still like it.
It's cool.
a bit old worldy.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah, well,
so-
it's concerning.
Yeah, well, owning a brewery is concerning. Tell me,
right.
It's never a dull moment in these tough economic times.
That's
but,
right.
you know, we all survive though, hopefully, or
Yeah.
most of us do, or some
That's
do
right.
and some don't.
Yep.
So, first item of agenda is ABV merch. What's going on there?
Mate, so we haven't gone out and bought a shit ton of merch. We're not rich enough for that. What we're trying to do is like a print-on-demand service that we can put our merch, design our merch on our website and put it on there, and you can buy it and it just gets sent direct to a printer.
Yep.
They print it and send it off to you. So I ordered a piece on Sunday. I think I ordered one. I got an ABV hoodie
Yep.
coming my way, and it's been printed and it should probably get to work tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll be in Bundaberg, so it won't be helpful, but
So is it getting delivered here?
that's right, it's coming. Yeah.
Just jokes. But I must admit, I did take my ABV shirt with me.
I think I saw it on one of
Yeah,
your photos.
when I went to McKellar.
Nice, yeah,
to the
yep.
beer festival. So I
Did
just
anyone
thought-
ask?
No.
They're not big enough fans
yeah,
yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but that was one of the big things. I thought, we'll put, I don't think there was too many Australians there. And then, but also, like, the big thing over there was stickers. Hey, everyone freaking wanted stickers.
We got stickers.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if I have my time again, I am toying around with the idea of going back to Europe next year.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll definitely take a lot of stickers.
Yeah.
Because it's
Is
a
it
thing.
a lot of stickers? Like, where are they sticking them, or are they just using them as
Toilets.
swaps? And, yep. Yeah.
But also a lot of speak to a lot of the people in the breweries. Oh, have you got any stickers? Like,
Yeah.
got anything? So so there's a couple of people wandering around in hiker shirts in the Czech Republic
Yep.
and wherever.
Just
But like
handing
it's
out
definitely
some-
like at least stickers are,
They're flat and compact.
they're flat
You can take quite a
yeah,
bit.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that was one of my takeaways in regards to if I jaunt over and do the Camino or something next year.
Yep.
Not that there'll be many breweries on the Camino trail, but might pop back and.
I don't even know said Camino Trail.
Oh,
so
okay. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's a pilgrim's walk.
Okay.
So
Yep.
so in Spain and France and
Yeah.
Portugal and things. So so just starting to explore that to see if I can do it and how many dollars I've got to save.
How much beer do you have to sell to get
Oh
back
yeah,
over there?
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So anyway, but yeah.
Yeah.
Keen for anyone else who's interested in going because could do a bit of a group. So
Yeah, well, yeah, if you go, you'll have to take some of our ABV merch with you. We'll load you up with stickers, that's for sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And Gab season has arrived this
is.
week.
This weekend, it's hit Sydney.
The winner
pretty,
is Sydney.
Sydney.
So
Pretty exciting.
yeah,
The Weinstefan
the dinner.
will be down there, and that would be pretty exciting. And I'm looking forward to seeing the beers that they bring over here and tasting the ones that we've never had before. I think that'll be cool. And I saw there was a news story about like a specialist from Weinstefan coming over to do the dinner and whatnot. But just the fact that Weinstefan is coming to Gabs, and I think it's a really
good.
cool.
I think it's good. Obviously they're not going to have a weird and wacky beer on the container bar.
No, you don't expect them to turn up
The
with
world's
like a-
oldest brewery. They've had plenty of time to come up with something stupid.
yeah, with beetroot lager. Or,
But yeah, no, I think
Pilsner.
it's good.
I'm just saying beers that I've brewed.
Yeah, no, because I think craft beer's got to, like those sort of festivals too, got to sort of cater for the masses. So, and I think it's good to get back to a bit of the heritage in regards to beer. So
Yep.
I think them being here is I think it's a good move. So
Yeah.
jealous I'm not going to the dinner. I'd love to.
Oh, it would have been great, eh?
Yeah. It was on my bucket list, but obviously only so many things you can do when you're in Europe. So obviously went to Pilsen, but so that was on the bucket list. So I've done that, and
Yeah.
But
So
maybe
Gab
next
Sydney,
time.
and then so 2 weeks time, 14th, 15th of June. It'll be our chance. Gabs will be back in Brisbane. First time they've had it over 2 days in our fine city.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see how that goes, whether or not the patronage on the Saturday has waned, or whether a lot more people come back. I think that's what's going to happen. I think a lot of people are going to use the opportunity to go to both sessions.
I think so too, particularly out of towners. I'm really interested to see Gab Sydney in regards to what happens in regards to the weird and wacky beers. You always get a bit of a sense. Well, from Melbourne, you always got a bit of a sense what was good.
What's the front runner
and
what
things
people are liking
like
and
that.
drinking?
So it'll be interesting if Sydney actually does the same. I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
But it's a good beer scene down there.
Have you got your beer log added to Untapped so that people can check in with it yet?
It's on the list to do, I think.
Yeah,
So,
I did that yesterday, so make sure that people wanted it, they can.
It's it'll be good. Yeah, no, it should be good. So it'll be interesting to see who comes with it, because I actually watched your ABV with Crumbin Valley, and like they, the bubblegum sour.
Oh yeah, yep.
You
Cool
know,
story.
that actually, probably saved their business. So,
100% saved their business. He talked to Smokey about it, and that's exactly what he says.
Yeah.
And Lukey said that to Smokey, like without that beer, they wouldn't have.
yep,
They were ready to go. Well, it's too hard.
yep,
You know,
yeah. So
because they did it tough straight up anyway. They opened without a tap room.
I don't know how you do that.
Man, yeah. So I think, that beer literally put them on the map, and for good reason. It was a cracking beer.
Yeah,
But don't think that business model starting out without a tap room nowadays is
you wouldn't do it.
no, must be hard.
And we've got a new arrival in Australia for beer.
From the Philippines.
Yep.
So yeah, this Encanto. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, by the way. Encanto, I'm going to say that that's how you say it. But yeah, it's a new beer from the Philippines, supposed to be really popular over there. It's got the most globally awarded craft beer from the Philippines. I mean, Moffat Beach can probably say that about Australia. It's, claim to fame, obviously 100%. I'm interested to learn more about the oob. Is it oob or ooby or whatever that is? I don't know what it is, but have you seen the beer? Have you seen the photos of the beer? It's like purple.
Purple, yeah. Paint me purple.
It just looks...
Yeah, what is an oob lager?
Yeah,
They just don't know how to spell Uber, or what?
They've just stopped halfway.
But it's interesting, as goes in, craft beer aficionados agree with an esteemed panel of 75 judges declaring 3 of Economics craft beers a winner at this year's... They must have just got gold medals or medals. Like, they didn't win any trophies from... You were there.
Yeah. So
it's funny how people with, we won a gold medal or we won this. Nah. I'm a big believer. You're awarded that, you win a trophy. So,
I love every medal. Charlie always used to say, I've just got a dirty bronze. I want the silvers and golds. And I'd be like, I don't give a shit, mate. If it gets a medal, it's a good beer.
Yeah, well, it's mean like bronze actually means brewed to style. So so that's what I mean. That's what you want. You actually want at least a bronze for every medal. For every beer.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, there's like a few international beers sort of arriving on the shore in a pretty congested market already. So I don't know.
I think a lot of Australians travel to the Philippines. So a lot of these beers might be familiar to them, and there's certainly a lot of Filipino people here in Australia. That these, Jesus Christ, bird just flew over and just landed on our desk with us here.
Yeah, no, it's our new resident. Oh, is that the same one from this morning?
What's he doing? I'll try and take a photo. There we go.
He's coming into the podcast. He's our new mascot.
He's not talking or anything. Maybe he's not a noisy miner.
Boom, boom.
Good jokes. But anyway, I'm sort of looking forward to the... I want to try these beers, but they don't look like they're selling them up this way, like in the article it just says down the south coast, Sydney and that sort of area. So
available through 7,000 Island Drinks. So see what might pop up here at some point. Yeah. So the next one's about a brewery a UK brewery that brews beers with military dictators.
All sorts of puns going on all the time. Yeah. So. Osama bin Lager. This beer, when it got released, it actually, they had to shut down their website and their tap room because they ran out of the beer and it was just getting too much attention.
Yeah, they had to pull the phones.
That
was crazy. What do you think about that sort of... I know that...
I'm glad you asked. I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
No, I think it's taking advantage of something that's clickbait for your beer. And, I mean, I just don't like it for that. I mean, I'm here calling the kettle black, I guess.
Yeah.
Like we released Noisy Miner, Admiral Akbar.
But that's not... He wasn't a military dictator or like a dictator.
No. Some Star Warsians probably can argue that. But it's more...
Actually glorifying, not nice people.
Because they've got like the Kim Jong Ale.
Yeah, they got one for Putin.
And they've got they've just released another one with Trump.
Yeah.
And something on it.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I think
it's just cheesy to me, and I hate politics anyway in the best of times. So.
Would a winery ever do that on a wine bottle?
No.
And that's the whole... This is my whole thing with, craft beer. I think we've got to sort of cater to the masses and, might be a bit woke, but... I just think we just got to mature a bit. So,
Yeah, I think
like, beer's fun. Don't get
Yep.
me wrong. Like, wine's snobby, but I think there's a balance there in regards to, puns and stuff like that. But
I think
actually celebrating
this was
someone
just
who, like, September 11, like, planes crashing into
100%.
buildings and stuff like that.
yeah, there's a lot of people and a lot of sadness around these people.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Osama bin Laden did some massive atrocities that we
Yeah.
don't want to remember, but we will do because of the people involved. Kim Jong-un,
Yeah.
man, God only knows what happens in that country. We only know of what gets out.
Yeah, exactly.
There's probably thousands of untold stories, millions of untold stories going on in that country that you'll never hear about.
Yeah.
Don't think that selling beer under those guises is the sort of fun and mature way we want to go
No, I agree.
for it.
Anyway, that's probably enough for that one.
Yeah.
So, Carlsberg. So, in Denmark, find it in yeast.
Yeah, so as is my wanton, always finding weird science things to do with yeast or hops or something, I found this really cool article. And so Carlsberg Brewery, if you haven't heard of it, they're kind of big, big news.
Yep.
But they've got their own sciencey department called Find It. The damn article's not loading up for me at the moment. Here it is. But it's enhancing beer flavour with yeast modification using non-GMO techniques. And what does that mean? Well, let me tell you. It's basically, they've got a laboratory of the new method called Find It, which they go out and they've got these, I don't even know what to call it, but they go, here it is, Find It means fast identification of nucleotide variants by digital PCR to isolate new yeast variants with diverse flavour profiles. That's a massive mouthful. But basically what it means is scientists are standing there looking over microscopes and finding different yeast attributes that are different to what's the norm to see if that's going to be the next big hit
Yeah.
to help produce beers.
I think that's the next frontier. Like, obviously, hops have been, a big, like, there's, new varieties coming out, and it's taken, like, 14 years to actually create, like, from commercialisation of a hop from, it being sort of bred and going through all the trials and things like that.
Yep.
I think the thing that excites me about yeast is it's not that big a lead time, because as long as it's got the attributes of creating ethanol or souring or both or whatever,
Yep.
and then, like, they replicate friggin',
All
over
the
all the
time.
time.
Yep.
And you don't have to plant them on the side of a hill and like grow the vines.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yep.
it's actually, I think, like, yeast is a bit of the, I think that's the new frontier. And I think, given that the innovation cycle of that, I think, we'll actually see some really good, yeasts that are actually going to have, different sort of, flavors and things like that come out that actually will be really good.
I think I think they've already been doing it, and I think it's all the learnings about yeast that you get. People are still learning so much about yeast. They're one of the world's smallest microorganisms that we utilise and we farm, but there's so much that they can do. We use them in bread, we use them in alcohol production, biofuels. There's so many different things that we use yeast for, and there's a lot of different things that we can rely on them for. But I'm with you. I think that yeast is going to be a really cool thing. I've got some favourite yeasts that I used to brew with. So there's one from White Labs called, they've changed the name on it, but it used to be white cacao, Peruvian white cacao yeast, I think it was. And I'm pretty sure they've changed the name of it now, but I used to use that in my Goza. Just for me, it just gave the flavour and beer exactly what I wanted with everything. I was doing a passion fruit and kiwi fruit Goza.
Yep.
And with the salt, that yeast, the flavour profile that it gave just was perfect.
Yeah.
It just matched up perfect. White Labs, if you're listening and the sales go through the roof, hit me up.
Affiliate marketing.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure White Labs listen to pour it out.
Exactly. No, but it is exciting, and I think the more innovation in beer and things like that, particularly like the ingredients,
And I think too, what's big about this one is that it's non-GMO. So there's a lot of genetically modified things at the moment that are coming out, and they're normally not allowed to cross country borders or borders, stuff like that. There's a lot of yeasts over in the US that we can't get here because it has been genetically modified. They won't let them into our country, and biosecurity measures. So I think that is important as well. Like the non-GMO makes it safe for world travel.
Yeah, exactly. No, and it's probably the one product that's probably got lower fuel miles, food miles. Sorry, not fuel miles. So yeah, 'cause you can get it, and then you can propagate yourself and things like that. So for bigger ones.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
More of it, we say.
Yep. The article I came across this week was about the bitter truth. Some craft breweries just aren't built for this market. So, and this one really hit a chord with me, because I think a lot of the marketing at the moment, as well as me, craft beer is doing it tough, which it is. But but unfortunately, sometimes it's survival of the fittest and survival of the best business model. So
yeah, I don't necessarily think that it's the best beer is going to win.
No.
By a long shot. I mean, Deeds had to close.
And they won a friggin' trophy at
That's
AIBA.
right. Yep. There was massive standing ovation for them when they won. It was excellent.
Yeah.
We all stood up and clapped. It was just good to see. But yeah, it's not the best beer will win.
No.
It's going to be the best business model. And it's not about winning. It's just about staying alive at the moment.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
no one's thinking about winning. We're all just trying to stay alive. I read this as well, and it's based on the US market, but pretty much anything that happens in the US market happens here either the same time or not very far afterwards.
Yeah.
And we're getting impacted massively. I think there's two foods for thought in that article, because they're talking about the US beer market is massive compared to us. Some of their biggest craft beer breweries are bigger than our macro breweries over here. Yep. But they've got also so many smaller micro pubs and things like that going on, where I think there's that Goldilocks zone where some people have expanded out and tried to go. In the US is very different too. They're controlled more by shipping, like the logistics and transport, than they are.
Yeah, and there's stupid laws between states.
Yep.
It's just it's bizarro world over there. You just think it'd be you can ship your beer anywhere, but you can't.
No, you can't. No. So I agree. I think there's some people that are going to find it tough getting through.
And particularly they call it the fields of dreams. So people just build it and they will come.
Yeah.
And I think
those days are gone.
Those days are gone. I think even reflecting on that in our own journey with Hiker, there was a bit of fields of dreams.
Yeah. Yep.
How do you actually forecast whether people are going to come?
You need a little bit of dreaming.
I think so. I don't think you can methodically go through and forecast how many people are going to turn up or anything like that. So I think there's always going to be a bit of a leap of faith.
Yep. Until you start getting data. I'm a massive believer in data. And until you start recording data and getting that information, which is hard data, because there's soft data, which you can do umpteenth amounts of surveys and all sorts of stuff beforehand, and people will sell them to you. Just ask people. But there's no way to gauge the interest until you actually open and people start walking through your door and buying your beer.
Yeah, totally.
And until someone's taken their money and given it across the bar for your beer, you've got no idea.
No.
All your mates who used to come to your garage and drink your free beer on the weekends, you say, oh yeah, it's fucking great, I'll come over and drink beer with you.
Yep.
Yeah, they might. But they're not going to be there every weekend buying beers off you like they used to at your house.
No, totally.
It's a very different business, and your mates, if they want you to succeed, will be the ones out there peddling, your name to all their other mates, going, go and check them out, blah, 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 supporting. But it's a very difficult, especially at the moment. It's very, very difficult. And I don't want to get on a diatribe and whine about it, but it's going to end up that thing that if people don't start going out to some breweries and places to drink the beer then a lot of the venues that people call their favourites, a lot of their bars and breweries are just going to close.
Yeah, it's fun.
And people will be lamenting, going, "Oh, I don't know why they closed." It's because you don't buy it.
Yeah, and then hopefully like things like I had a couple in on the weekend. Their local was Black Ops Brisbane, and obviously it hasn't been open because of the VA and liquidation and whatever. But yeah, but they've started coming here, which is great. But yeah, you sort of feel for if you take someone off someone, if that's their local. But as they said, they're just trying to find a new one because Black Ops isn't open. But they're good. They go out, but I asked them where they live because I thought, if it's their local, surely Future Magic is closer.
Yeah,
but they live in Mount Gravatt, so but they used to travel into.
They went where they liked the beer. And,
yeah, exactly. So that was good.
Yeah, nice.
The next one really excited me because I'm a bit of a stats nut, and this is like this was lamented me during my university days because I love statistics, but. How the Guinness Brewery invented the most important statistical method in science.
I read this article. I've heard about the T curve.
Yeah, the T test.
Yep. And yeah, I'm same as you. Numbers don't lie.
Yep.
They're very important. And so I read this article too, and I went through and looked at it and. Tried to also apply it to any data that I've collected. I collect data all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, 100%. The T value is super important. I find it super interesting.
Yeah.
That old mate in the brewery in Guinness, like way back when. Like we're not even talking like 20, 30 years ago.
Nah, this is like
in the early days of Guinness.
Yeah.
They were trying to perfect this stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah,
I found it fascinating. So it's but it's worth a
or
read
just
of the
to
article.
make the beer taste better.
Yeah, and
that's what they wanted to do to
yeah.
make sure that and the example that's used in it is like hop resins and that sort of stuff, which are used to make beer bitter. But it would have been used across like the grain, the hops, the yeast when you're counting cells, all of this sort of stuff.
I find it fascinating that a brewery actually created that because I spent many a late night working through that in my head, ready for exams and things like that. If only I had a Guinness in hand,
that's what you needed.
Maybe that was the brain fuel I needed, but
just didn't have the right Irish blood.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that was a bit of a fascinating article. The next one's a bit like you're probably wondering why this is here.
I am wondering why this is here.
So Wrexham Lager trademark in Australia. I was searching through the trademarks because I sort of do that. All the pending trademarks. I sort of just keep an eye on the industry in regards to
just to see
what's going on.
What people are
that
doing.
one popped up, and I went, "Holy crap!" So I'm addicted to the show on Disney Plus at the moment called Welcome to Wrexham.
Okay.
So Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
Yep. I know that he bought. He paid a lot of money in this football team because he also bought
him
Formula
and,
One and a bunch of stings. So
Rob McInerney. So they bought Wrexham Football Club.
Okay. Oh, they bought it outright.
Yeah. So they bought like a lower tier team there from Wales.
Yep.
But basically the last 2 seasons they've been promoted. So they're trying to get it to the English Premier League.
Yeah, okay.
And they've actually, if you watch the documentary, they've actually revitalised the whole town. It was like an old coal mining town down the dumps because the coal mines had run out of coal and it was sort of downtrodden. And they've actually come in bought this football team.
Spent some money on
equipment
and people.
And given a really positive vibe in the community.
Yep.
And it's actually really doing. So it's interesting because, like Wrexham Lager, you see it like in the local pub. And
so it is a lager that was already around.
It was already there. So
right, okay.
I actually think that they've gone, we see the potential in the Wrexham brand.
Yeah.
And are now starting to take trademarks all over the world, I would assume.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
Well, because you're right. If it grows, you want to have all your ducks in a row.
Yep.
And for someone like Ryan Reynolds, who's got oodles of money in that.
Yeah.
He would have business advisors, and I'm sure it's not him going, "Oh, this is what we need to do," but he would have people going, "This is what we should be doing.
Yep.
These are the trademarks we need to protect."
Oh, but that's so Ryan Reynolds has got nothing to do with Wrexham Lager. So it's the
so
local
this
brewery.
is just a brewery.
Local
that's just
brewery.
going,
So they actually gone.
we're going to ride the
can-
coattails
Yeah.
of okay.
I found it fascinating that they've actually
Yeah.
they've actually applied for trademarks in Australia.
Yeah.
So
Do you think it would be a are they owned by? Are they a small brewery? Like, are they an independent over there, or are they owned by a big group that might be part of?
I've got
Because
no idea.
Lion own pubs and stuff over there.
Absolutely got no idea, but I just found it fascinating.
Yeah.
I was looking at it today, and I actually found it fascinating that, that like this brewery in Wrexham is taking trademarks out in Australia, and I assume around the world,
Yeah.
riding on the coattail. So so the guys haven't just bought a football team; they're actually changing the community and the vibe and
Yep.
everything like that.
Well, I
So,
just looked it up. Yeah, no, so they're private owners.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a big. It's not owned by Lion, and Lion are going, "How sweet, we can jump on this and push it."
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to There's no way they would brew it over there and ship it over here, but I wonder if they're going to brew it over here on the license or something.
Maybe at Hiker, I don't know.
Ah.
We wouldn't do the volume, but yeah.
I was going to say, I reckon they're going to need a bit more. What you
it
can
would
do,
be
mate.
worth it. But I found it fascinating that just
Yeah.
checking the trademarks and went, oh, so
100%. Yeah, I wonder if it is the Ryan Reynolds effect. Like, because the team's doing well, that they've just done it. Like, they're sort of like, oh, someone with this much money is putting money into our neck of the woods.
Yeah,
We need to do it as well.
I don't know, because obviously, like through both Ryan and Rob, they've got a massive global following now through their documentary. It's into season 3. They've just signed up for season 4. So there's a big issue in the town at the moment because it's
here
so
we go.
popular.
Bit of disrupt.
It's so popular and a lot of international people are coming to watch the games.
Oh, right, okay.
That
The
locals
go.
can't get tickets.
Right.
So this is that was the
right.
last episode.
So that's so you're on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, but it's true. Like, you want to look
Yeah.
after the locals, but a lot of people are visiting just to come and watch the football team. So
Yeah.
they've become fans globally. So
Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah, we talked when Dan was last on. Thumbs up, Dan. When Dan was last on the podcast, we talked about the White Bay and doing the beer for the Swans,
yeah.
Sydney Swans.
Yep.
And yeah, similar sort of concept in the sense that it's a brewery supporting a football team. Australia doesn't have that sort of volume of sporting passion
No.
like over in the UK, but I'm liking the tie-ins. Don't know that I'll watch the documentary.
Oh, it's freaking! I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. But yeah, no, it was just interesting while I was, I go through the trademarks maybe once a month just to see
Yep.
what's happening. So there's some other interesting ones there, but look them up yourself and see if you can find them. So
Yeah, I'll be onto it.
Yeah.
Mate, I found this article. I threw it in late. You might not have had a chance to read it. This is Dovetail Brewery. I remember reading about them probably 3 or 4 years ago on some other article. And so at the moment, over in the States, there's Memorial Day weekend was just gone.
yeah,
And they always do something special at Dovetail. That's why this article was in here. But Dovetail Brewery, where no one else over in the States, I mean, other people were, but these guys really went down the rabbit hole of brewing lagers, pilsners, all of these sort of lambics, the way they were meant to be brewed. They've only got one beer that uses American hops in it.
okay,
Every other beer uses European hops. They've got one beer that is able to be served on 8 different beer taps. So you can drink it 8 different ways with a different amount of head and everything. They've got like all the proper pouring techniques and everything. It's fascinating reading. I've read about them before. When they did it, everyone was like, "Oh, you're gonna be crazy," but
yep.
it's we're up to. Well, we're talking about Dovetail,
Yep.
but then unless you wanted to say anything or read
No.
more about it. It was pretty cool. If I were you, I would go in and have a look. And do recommend it.
Cool.
Mate, the last point of the day.
Beer chicken plan.
Beer chicken plan. Are we? Where are we with it?
We got beer.
We need.
Yeah, we need.
to do this.
I know. Yeah,
I was looking down at Bunnings while you were away,
Yeah.
and I reckon there's a barbecue down there
Yeah.
that's tall enough.
Yeah.
It's about $120.
Oh, yeah, cool.
That I reckon we could stick a chicken in.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay.
So I reckon we start the beer can chicken.
Yep.
Experiment. We can't put it in your fireplace. You probably won't let us do that.
Oh, we probably could, but like,
You start getting orders for chicken.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's fine. Yeah, let's because Joe's got a little Weber, but the lid on it's not gonna. You got to have a higher lid, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Bunnings sell the can holder thing.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's get it. We got to start. We got to start an experiment.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to finish it off.
I'm 100% in. I'm committed.
Righto.
I've had people ask me. What beers would you do
talk
first
to Daniel
or second,
whether we can take it out of petty cash.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
And get a barbecue. Or if anyone's got a big barbecue with a big lid, let us know.
Bring
that
it
we
in.
can
Yeah.
we can borrow. Do we have to do one at a time, or can we do all?
I think we're going to have to do one at a time.
Otherwise,
unless you get like a big 4-burner barbecue-y thing that has the ability to have.
Yeah,
4
but
or 5
will
chickens in
the
it.
aroma or something spread between them if you?
Yeah, I
put
think
them
we need
all-
one at a time.
Yeah.
We should be able to. We're pretty discerning. You can taste a beer one week and a beer the next week and know that they're different.
Yeah, so $120. How big is it? It's just like can fit
Yeah,
one
it's just. It looks like the size of a Weber. It's just got a nice high
in. No,
top
that's
on it.
sweet. Let's do it.
I think. How long does a beer can chicken take to cook? Is it the sort of thing that we can do on a Tuesday? Like we come up here, we start
I can start it and then we
and
can eat
then
it
while
on.
we're sitting in here doing our
I think
podcast,
so.
it's cooking away, and then we can go out.
I can start it whenever. Like
Yeah.
if it,
Oh,
even
that's
if it takes like 6 hours, I can just.
Yeah, you can start it on a Tuesday during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Righto.
Beer can chicken experiment.
Yep. Okay.
What's our first cab off the rank?
Well, should we like?
Do we need a plan of attack?
We probably do. Maybe. Do we need like a base, like in regards to no
beer can?
no beer can?
We probably do. I do like being scientific.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like, do we actually need to do one with no beer can?
Yep.
Like, put it on the beer can holder with
Yep.
no beer.
Yep.
And then have that as the base. We rate it.
Yeah, all right. You
That's a
haven't
bit
won me
boring for the
over.
first week.
I know you haven't won me over with it at all.
Or do we just no?
But all right.
I think we should just start with something.
I'm going to put my hand up for your Goza.
Okay, let's do Goza.
I think your lemon myrtle Goza will
Yep. So we'll do
Goza well.
Yeah, it goes well. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay.
Cool.
Work in progress. Based on quirky things like that, how's your singing going? Because you're teaching yourself how to
I'm
sing.
learning to sing. Yeah, I forgot my login details for my TikTok account, so I haven't been able to update it. But no, definitely have been still practicing. I drive around and I sing. I am singing at home. I've got songs that I think I'm getting better at. I'm definitely not a famous singer. I know that much for 2 reasons. One, I can't sing like them, but also 2, my signature is shit. It's not famous enough. I can look at my signature and people would go, anyone could do that. Whereas I think famous people have famous signatures where people can look at them and go, oh yeah.
Do you reckon people get signature coaches? Like, like if you become famous to actually, because my signature's shit too, but not that I'm famous.
Yeah, yeah.
But I remember,
don't
know.
That's a point to ponder. I wonder if there is a coach for signature. I'm sure there's a coach for everything, right?
Yeah, but
there's
surely, I remember going years and years ago when I had hair. Maybe not. Maybe just after I lost my hair. But went to a conference and this guy was there and he goes, if you sign your name, not fully, just like I do PJ Sharp.
Yep.
Then you're not proud is basically, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it's basically
You're not proud of your
yourself.
mark.
Yeah, whereas
Yeah.
you actually need to actually sign your whole name,
Right.
which I found interesting.
That is interesting. No, my signature, I used to work for Best and Less when I was a teenager, and when I finished school, I was full-time at Best and Less and became stock manager. And I used to have to sign my name about 150, 200 times a day.
Yep.
It was all the time.
So was it just X?
Mine's just 3 lines.
Yeah.
They just go boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a dot at the end, and I don't know why, because there's
Yeah.
not an I or a J in my
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
There's James in the middle, but I don't. That's a capital J if I'm going to write it. So yeah, I no idea.
Yeah, no, but it's always stuck with me, this guy.
Yeah, I don't think I'm famous enough for a cool signature, and I don't think I ever will be. But back to the singing, I'm giving it a crack. 100% am going hard at it. Songs I like to sing are probably not the ones I'm best at,
Yep.
but that doesn't matter.
Ballads?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at the ballads.
Yeah.
Now I've said it. No, I was on the way up here. Shout out to Dan with the ballads. It's a bird joke. A ballads. Birds.
I got no idea.
I don't know anyway. No, on the way up here, I was actually singing along to Natalie Imbruglia's "Torn."
Oh, yep.
That I can do pretty well. Not the best. I can't get too high. So there's your chest voice, there's your stomach voice, and your head voice, and they're the different ways to think about how your voice works. And so it's like, this is your base, this is your chest, this is your head. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So you got to think about that while you're singing, and they don't always fucking work. But I don't know why this has turned into me talking about singing. But anyway,
No, because I'm going to
songs that I like, yeah. So songs that I like to sing aren't got anything to do with me being good at singing. So Tenacious D Tribute, I love singing that song,
Yep.
and I can probably sing it pretty well. I can do a pretty good rendition.
So you're going to do a song at like end of year, or like
let's
at
do a song.
Podcross podcast number 25, or like?
Oh no, I don't think. Look, if people want to hear me sing at Hiker at the end of the year, they can comment on this. And
Okay.
yeah.
The other thing is, I think a couple of weeks ago I was listening to you guys on a plane from somewhere, and you had the AI generated song for.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So did you get any feedback about that?
Yeah, we did. So that's what we use now on the
really?
first on the start and the end of the episode.
Okay.
Yeah. The one that it's the one which also is my favourite too, but it's the one where it says
I thought that all the words were the same. It was just different.
all the words are the same.
Yeah.
It was just different genres, and I wrote all the words. FYI, I didn't just make them do it. I'm poetry.
Oh, so you wrote the.
Yeah, I'm a poet. And I know it. I do write poetry.
I just thought you whacked in a few.
No,
things
I wrote out the full
Okay,
lyrics
there
and
you
everything. But no, the lyrics that I liked the best, where it came out the best, was where it says, "Hiker Brewing is where we chat because it's where good beers are
Right,
at."
yeah.
It's while the guy sings it. It's not a guy, obviously, it's a fucking machine. But when that bit of the song comes on, it just works really good. It's like, "Hiker Brewing is where we chat. It's where good beers are at."
Yeah, nice. I must admit, because I haven't, obviously I listened to the pods while I was overseas because I hate hearing my own voice like everyone does.
Yeah, yep.
So,
I don't. I listen to mine back at 1.2 speed.
Yep.
So I sound like I'm talking faster, and that's not me.
Yeah. So, but that's good. Okay, I was curious about that.
I give it a listen, either to last week's or this week's, and you will see how it fits in. No one's told me it sucks. No one's told me it's amazing.
Yep.
But
It's
we're
what it
using
is.
it. Yep, that's right. So
Yeah,
anyway,
cool. Oh.
I'll finish my beer.
Yep, I've just about finished mine, so
Nice.
time for me to get ready for trail run.
Oh, there you go.
Tuesday night trail run.
Yeah,
Did 6Ks last night around the river loop, so that was good. Stopped into Fallon's for dinner
excellent.
and maybe a beer.
Oh yeah,
But
of course a beer.
Oh no, the girls
You're
were
down
there.
there, you're gonna have
the
a
girls,
beer, right?
girls were with me, so that was good. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, got our fortnightly run tonight. So
Yep.
got the head torch charged up.
Is it
ready to
fortnightly,
go.
the trail
Yeah,
run?
fortnightly.
I thought it was monthly all this time.
No, fortnightly.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so if you're in the Salisbury neighbourhood and want to go for a run with a good bunch of people. So yeah, just come
I thought
on
you
in.
were going to say with a good-looking bloke. Then I'm like, going, "Oof, that's a stretch, Phil."
Yeah, that's pretty much a stretch. But yeah, so we're doing that. Also thinking about like starting like every second Sunday afternoon, just a hike.
Just walk around, have a
just
look
walk
at the
around.
lookout.
Yeah,
Well, it's not too hot now. Now it's a good time to go and do these.
That's
things.
what I'm thinking. Like now we're into winter. Like just do it and then like
Yeah.
come back and have a beer on a Sunday afternoon. Because we get it's interesting. We have a few few regulars who are I wouldn't say lonely, but
Yeah.
like would love to like meet other people and expand their friendship groups. Aren't into trail running, so I'm thinking about just having those sorts of little events every so and then like
Great
maybe every other week we hop in the car and drive somewhere else. At least if we carpool, people get to know each other and stuff
Yep.
like that. So
that's
so
it.
it's all about trying to build community.
100%. Number one reason that we're trying to do all of this stuff. Isn't
Exactly.
It? Yeah. That's excellent. Yeah, cool. Got
Okay.
anything else?
No, just big pinball tournament this weekend. So
Oh, here you go. Yeah.
Thursday to Sunday. So if you want to
Do you
come,
need a ticket?
yeah, go on the Facebook. There's it's only like $20 I think to enter a comp. So
What if you just want to come and drink beer?
yeah, you can do that as well.
Don't need
So-
a ticket for that?
No, and if
Great.
the machine's free, then you can just jump on it. I think.
Yeah, okay.
I've been practicing all week
yeah.
because it's like Jimmy from Netherworld who's organising it. It's going, oh, you got to play. I'm going,
Oh, all right.
okay, but
Yeah.
I said, yeah. So he's got a few machines on free play, so
It's,
I've been.
pinball is a skill. Like, I don't think people... Like, you can be skilled at pinball.
Yeah,
People
totally.
know the machines, but you can hold a ball back, you can catch a ball, you can move a
Yeah,
ball where,
there you
like,
go.
it's... I'm not good at it, but I understand the mechanics of it.
Yeah,
But
I
love watching
I've nailed
good pinball players.
Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, yeah?
So I can basically now, like, based on like, what's the thing? You pull the thing out.
I'm going to call it a shoot or...
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I've now worked out
probably
where
a
to do
word.
it to actually put it into capture the ball
Oh,
from
great.
the get-go. So I get 3,000 points without even touching the ball.
yeah, that's great.
And I've nailed that. That was today's job.
Excellent.
I actually do some work too, but
Yeah,
like having a mental break, it's like,
Dan's over there
So-
trying to keg off beer and you're fucking working out how to
yeah, exactly.
perfect your pinball technique.
I know. Yeah, I'll be shit, but that's fine. But anyway,
That's
just
great.
trying to like, and I'll probably never play that machine because we've got 26 machines. But anyway, but I've nailed that one.
100%.
The first bit.
Just play that one. Just show like if there's a kid watching, just go, hey, you want to see something special?
Exactly. Knock it in.
3,000 points, my friend.
Righto, we better.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah,
enough,
better wrap it
that's
up.
enough crap talk.
Yeah, thanks. All right, cheers everyone. Pour it out.
Yep, take a hike.